Hello and welcome back to the TGG Plunder campaign. We are on the final level, and we have Prepare has one track mind and include mirror loot. All right, third mirror loot. Let's see if it's the same. Wait, what? Hey, whoa, bleh. Mirror loot. All loots are the same. Yes, okay, right. But okay, this time they are different. It's orb. Okay. One track mind. Automatically buy this event for free at the start of each buy phase. So you just don't get to do anything. That's okay. Set aside your hand face up at the start of your turn, play the actions and treasures, discard the rest. So we will... We bought it for free, so we will have 4 coins next turn. And then we're going to prepare our 3 coins the 5th turn after that. All right, that is extremely confusing, but let's look at what the board is. So we've got... We have another landscape, but not the triple landscape that we've had in the past couple boards. Faded is Swamp Shacks. Okay. That could be pretty good here with Landing Party, Stowaway, eventually Gondola, Longship, and Cage. So trashing-wise, we've got Maroon and Cage. With this auto-prepare thing, though, I don't know. I mean, if we're even going to be able to trash? Like, it's... I guess we will. Maybe. I mean, we'll have an action. Once we have an action phase, I guess we will. Okay. I mean, we're not buying anything this turn anyway, so I guess that doesn't matter. But, yeah. Okay, so I guess we can just end buys and then think. Okay, so they buy a silver. We set aside copper, yeah, and then blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we could do the maroon thing. I think that sounds good. And then, yeah, maroon trashing. I didn't really talk about the rest of the board. I should have done that. Draw-wise, we've got, like, the Landing Party temporary draw, and then, you know, Longship and Stowaway duration draw, and then Swamp Shacks regular draw. Actions from Swamp Shacks, Longship, Landing Party, and Gondola. Plus buy from Sack of Loot and the loot in the sack. Plus there's King's Cash. Silvermine looks... Silvermine can be a village. And I guess with, like, Maroon Gondola being draw positive, that could actually be... Also, you can also gain cages for your Maroon, so Silvermine could be relevant. Definitely does not look like the strongest card, but it could be relevant. And Maroon can also be dry, it should be noted. If we can Maroon our way into an early Sack of Loot, I think that could be pretty good. Yeah, it's like basically all of your treasures are just like perma-delayed. It's weird. But yeah, alright. I'm gonna take the Maroon. Alright, so we can... Oh, we're still not going to be able to hit more than 3 here, though, are we? Because everything's going to get prepared. Ay-yi. I guess we could, like, leave the Maroon prepared if we wanted to, but I think... I would rather go ahead and trash with it now. Okay. And then... So we prepared 4 coppers. So we're just gonna have 4 coins next turn. That's just like how this works. So if we want to get to a higher price point, we do probably need to take a silver. Stowaway could also potentially do it, but I think it's more straightforward to just take the silver. All right. Maroon again. So we prepared 3 coppers and a silver, so we're gonna have 5 next turn. Which we could go ahead and take that silver mine. Gondola gives us some flexibility. right? Like the fact that we can delay the coins means we have like a little bit more control over our payload than what this auto prepare would normally give us. So I think I like taking the gondola on 4 for that reason. Why is this asking me about that? I do not know. All right. Do we play the maroon? If we don't play the maroon and it's prepared, then we are pretty likely to be able to play it on the estate next turn. Whereas if we maroon a copper now, then the estate gets discarded. So I think we probably don't play the maroon. And we go, so we're going to buy a silver mine. And then we're probably going to next turn the gondola so that next turn we have 3 coins, but the turn after we have the gondola coins and we have whatever we get off of the silver mine. Well, no, the silver mine's going to get prepared next turn. Oh my god, this is so... this is so confusing. I don't know, maybe we should just maroon the copper, because then... we get... yeah, I'm just going to maroon the copper. Okay. Yeah, and I think it's silver mine. As I said... alright. Play the coppers. We can hit 5 again. Do we care about hitting 5 again? I don't think so. I think we go next turn. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Although we're going to trash this copper and it's going to be this copper, but whatever. It works. Now, that means that... well, Silvermine kind of gets around the prepare in a way, because at the beginning of the buy phase, you buy this, and then everything gets set aside, but then the Silvermine gets triggered. Oh, no, wait, the Silvermine's going to gain this treasure at the start of our next turn. Okay. God, this is so... breaking my brain. So 4 coins set aside. And then we have the gondola, which is durationed. So we're going to have 6. So we're going to be able to get a sack of loot. I think I want stowaway. Oh. We play the stowaway now, then we can trash the estate. Which seems like a good thing, even though we're not going to draw any cards off of it. Alright, silver mine. Probably takes another gondola. We don't really need to play this. In fact, we don't want to, because then we don't... yeah. So I'm going to trash the estate. Okay, here comes the sack of loot. Alright, do we want more than 3 coins? Not really. Take another stowaway. Right. 7 coins. So gonna take another stowaway in a swamp shacks here. And then, oh, the stowaway is gonna get prepared. But we still, if it's played at the beginning of the turn, start of your next turn. We don't get to react with the stowaway if we don't. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. All right, you know what? Whatever. What the heck ever. Do we want to top deck the Swamp Shacks? Sure. I can totally tell how many cards there are in that I'm going to have in play that the Swamp Shack is going to draw off of with freaking prepare. Alright, I guess this is another gondola. Yeah, play the stowaway. The Swamp Shacks. We want 7 coins or 5 coins. I think we want 7 coins. So we can go stowaway Swamp Shacks again. Although, maybe what we should do is get another sack of loot, because we can't like ramp our payload fast enough because we can only play the sack of loot every other turn. We'd also get a King's Cache, but then we won't be able to King's Cache the sack of... Well, is the sack of loot what we want to King's Cache? Man, I don't know. This is so... This is so messed up, is what it is. Like, is draw what we need? Or do we just want more payload? I don't know. I'm gonna get the King's Cache. Give me more payload. Yes, I will top deck the Swamp Shacks. Um, 4 coins. We have 2 gondolas, so we can get up to 8. I think we just go now. Well, I guess we don't need to play the Swamp Shacks, huh? Okay. Since we have all our stowaways in play, we might wanna play the Swamp Shacks next turn. Go ahead and maroon a copper. Oh, the King's Cache can't play the ore because it... Oh my god. Ah! Oh my god. This is so heinous. This is so heinous. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. Alright. I'm going to get another King's Cash, because I think I'd rather King's Cash a sack of loot than, like, get another sack of loot, I think. I think. I don't know. If they gain a duration, man, I don't know. I don't really want to prepare this. I want to play the Stowaways this turn, but not now when I don't need the draw, because I'm gonna have the Swamp Shacks. But I don't want to. Well, I guess I can play. Okay, yeah, no, we decline this because we're gonna have the opportunity to play Stowaways in our action phase, even if not all of them. Okay, we're gonna King's Cash that sack of loot. Oh, right, they're all orbs. I forgot. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, we can react to a gondola game. Right. Yes. Okay. All right. We want to play all these stowaways. Fuck if I know. Now that we have, like, the King's Cash sack of loot thing, although we don't have another sack of loot to King's Cash next turn, we could get one. Well, no, we do. Because we played it. Yeah, King's Cashing a treasure means you can play it every turn. I hadn't even thought about that. Because it doesn't get prepared. It just gets played at the start of your action phase. This is too mind-bending. I cannot deal with it. It's like, oh my gosh. All right. I think we should get more draw. Which means we play the stowaway because we're going to get more stowaways. Stowaway. Stowaway. We could just get 4 stowaways. Or we could get another Swamp Shacks. I think I'm down to just get 4 stowaways. Piles are getting low, but not in a way where I think there's really any threat to the game ending, so I'm not really going to worry about that. I've trashed a couple things there. Huh. Alright, let's draw with the stowaways. Boop, boop, boop. King's Cash. Oh, we can King's Cash, and then our King's Cash doesn't have to get prepared. Aha! Ah. Oh, man. That was good. That was good. Ooh, but we lack the actions to play all these stowaways. I don't really want them prepared, do I? Yeah. And the silver mine is not in the right spot. Well, maybe it doesn't really matter. We get another Swamp Shacks. We should be able to draw regardless of that. The question is, do we maroon copper? We end up top decking 2 orbs, which isn't terrible. we play 2 stowaways. And then we have the maroon set aside, which is probably better. I don't know what that last card is. I have, like, absolutely no idea. I guess we'll... Yeah, I wasn't thinking about the fact that I wouldn't be able to, like, react stowaway to stuff. Alright. I think this is just Swamp Shack's triple province. Wait a minute, how many buys do we have? Wait just a dang minute. Can we end the game? Oh, we can totally end the game. Okay, we should do that then. We can maroon a stowaway, yeah. Oh no, wait, that doesn't help. I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter either way, but I was like, oh, we can get more money. Nope, nope, that's not how that works. It's not how it works. Might as well maroon the gondola for all that it, you know, since we're not going to get money from this either. Alright, but we can still end the game. That's the point. That was too crazy. Entirely too crazy. In the end, it was a fast game. This was powerful stuff, but yeah, it just that totally broke my brain. I, like, as you could see, like, I got to the very end of the game and still did not understand how it worked. I mean, I did, but I also didn't. Absolutely bonkers. Yeah. Like, it's kind of like rapid expansion or progress on, not really progress, rapid expansion on steroids in a way, but yeah, it's just like, you will not play with these cards right now. Denied. Like, jeez. Oh. Yeah. The bot also had 2 King's Caches and a sack of loot. So it wasn't doing stuff that was too dissimilar from what I was doing. What's really the difference? I had a Swamp Shacks. I had more stowaways. I don't know. It got to be player 1, so it didn't have it. I mean, it didn't get to open maroon like I did, but it trashed plenty. It actually had... Yeah, it was just as thin as I was. I don't know why... Well, it had way fewer orbs. Way fewer orbs. I had 8. It had 2. So that's a big difference. Maybe the King's Cache stuff didn't line up for it as well. Wild stuff. Wild stuff. I wonder if I was actually at more risk of just losing the game than I thought going into the late game here. It bought a stowaway and it took the last gondola. Well, they took the gondola off the silver mine, so it wasn't... Yeah, could it have realistically... I should have paid more attention to what it was doing. It didn't have its King's Caches prepared, so it wouldn't have been able to, like... King's Cache... That's the really... You know, having the King's Caches prepared, or being able to play them... Well, I wasn't thinking about the fact that it was like, okay, the one turn I had the King's Cache prepared, and I'm like, oh, I can King's Cache another King's Cache, and then I get to play. But then the next turn, I wouldn't be able to have any King's Caches in play. Oh my god! See, this is I just can't out reason effectively about this. But anyway, because they didn't have any King's Caches prepared, I don't think they were actually ever threatening. Like, if they had done, and I don't know when they got the King's Caches, but. They had one. Oh, they had one here. They had one here. But yeah, like, without a King's Cache prepared, they weren't going to be able to threaten to empty estates. So, that's probably fine, but maybe I cut it closer. I didn't realize they had 2 King's caches, so... Anyway, well, we did it. Perfect 10 out of 10 on the Plunder campaign. Let's go. That is my 4th. So we've got, at worst, a 25% success rate for that, which I feel pretty good about. Yeah, so over the last... I don't remember how well I did on Nocturne. I think maybe not that well, but I know I didn't do well on Renaissance. But yeah, it was like Adventures I lost on the last one, Empires I won, Menagerie I won, Allies I lost on the last one, and then Plunder I won. So like these 5 is all like pretty successful. Renaissance I lost like 4 times or something. Nocturne I don't actually remember how well I did, but whatever. So like I guess maybe I've just gotten better at this because obviously my success rate in the back half has been better than my success rate in the front half. That could also reflect like the power level. I think generally speaking, the more powerful stuff is, the less successful the bot is. That's maybe a little too simple of a way of putting it, but like I think the bot is not very good at there's certain types of powerful things that it's powerful or that it's good at, but it's not good at like powerful engine building in general, I would say. So that might be reflected in this. Although Renaissance has that, but Renaissance also has some powerful, like more linear stuff. Although the ones that are the most obvious, like stuff like Guildhall Spices didn't really come up, and there were a bunch of games where it got a bunch of spices, and that wasn't really that good, and I won anyway. I don't really remember what I lost. I just know I lost a bunch of times. I know there was like the Inventor board where I was like struggling to figure out how to play it correctly. I think maybe that was a daily. I don't know. Whatever. I think it was. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, so I don't know if this is just like me improving or if it's like a reflection of the composition of the expansions or what, but either way, I'm pretty happy with that. Certainly happy to have gotten another gold star on the Plunder campaign. And we only got one left, Rising Sun, and then yeah, I will. After that, I will do some grand campaigns. I don't know how many, but you know, maybe. I mean, maybe I'll just periodically do one. I don't know. And then I do want to try to get gold stars on like all of the expansions eventually, but I haven't decided how I want to approach that. If I want to like record all my attempts to do that or not, or what exactly. Like, I feel like if I'm gonna do that, I need to like have a faster pace, although that has the risk of making me a little more likely to lose. but like I don't want it to be like, okay, entry part 2, here's 10 more videos. Like I want it to be like maybe 1 or 2 videos where I just play a bunch of the levels, but then but that probably means I need to play it like faster than I did the first time, which maybe that just means like I don't do like pre and post game analysis type stuff, and I just talk about like my decision making. I don't know. I could probably figure something out, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and next time the Rising Sun campaign. Until then.